Oh, oh, what was that? Oh, hello, beautiful ether. Gonna finish this Lego thing. Some paintings I have never finished. Can you see what's happening? Let me get situated. Can never do this first. This Lego thing. Some paintings. Well, that scared the crap out of me. The audio sounds weird. Sounds a little muffly.
Guy with trees joined Island Vibes.
I overslept so much today. Oh. Oh, alright, hello. So I did do like 2 or 3 steps after I cut the stream last night. I couldn't help myself. Let me just make sure. Okay. So you got your little desk. Yeah, you got your little desk. Your snips. I'm guessing this is a mister. Not too sure what this is. I'm guessing a sink of sorts. But the real. Wow. Let me think of it. I have to get myself situated mentally too. The flowers are just such a. I'm trying to see. Oh my god. Okay, the camera's on this side. I'm just pointing this to like the home button. I overslept really bad today. I've just been glued to the news, so tried to take a little bit of a break. The window was quite cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna finish this. Hopefully. I doubt it. But again, why I got this little set here is I'm trying to start planning out some buildings for pixel art. And right now I've just been using my laptop, so the screen is quite small. I haven't really tried any buildings, mainly just small items. And really stoked. What I have in mind is kind of like Polly Pocket, if you will, which is kind of like modular, um, what is it called when you could just like schlep something around? It's portable. So like the buildings will be open rather than having to like make an animation, or I don't know how you would do that anyway to get inside of a building. So figure just have half the building open, and that's kind of how this flower shop is. I just lost my page. The back is where the money is at. That open wall. And eventually when you could have your own pixel art and perhaps sell pixel pieces in the future, you could have a business that's open only part of the day. I think it is, yes. I wanted to make this door so bad last night. I don't have allergies. I'm blessed enough to not have allergies, but when I'm nervous, my nose like runs. I guess I. One moment. Jesus. Every time, every stream. Oh, I did. Oh yeah. Well, PSA. This is why I say sometimes pigs can be dangerous. Look at that bad boy. Blue was looking up, and the dog went under the bed, and I thought the dog was gonna go this way, but I thought the dog was gonna go under the bed, Church, and Church decided to do a beeline across the room. So when Blue's head went down, it just grazed my leg perfectly, cut like butter, the sharpest little chompers I've ever seen. But yeah, no, pigs definitely could be dangerous. But just gotta pay attention. And sometimes I do not. he's the sweetest beast I've ever met, and yeah, it's not like it was on purpose or anything. Oh, the gold is what is my favorite? I trying to think of any. Oh, yes, I finally got my notebook. So I did look up all Tama boots as was recommended yesterday. Those are nice. That will definitely be my next pair. Um, I'm really excited. 'Tis the season. I finally put my swamp boots on, and I just scooped them up on eBay. They're really cheap. They're like $150 boots. I got them for $30, brand new. And Danner, I highly recommend a good boot. I'm actually having some trouble finding clothes that don't fall apart and that kind of look the same after you wash them. Oh, that's really nice. This was only $10, $10.56 on Amazon. Lego has some really great sets too. However, I just wanted something really quick, a little modular building, and I couldn't find anything really under 20, $25 and small, but also like looked like a fun build. And yeah, $10. Like you really can't beat that. Okay. Okay. So, oh, yay, another plant. And I think it's, that's what that thing was. Little cylindrical chunk. I think it's this way. Yeah. I keep meaning to look up what cobia season is in Florida. I'm hoping to find some, but I think it's the beginning of spring, not the end of spring. I always get it confused. So, okay, oh, okay, the smaller ones. No, it's a big one. Huh. Oh, okay. So I'm making some flowers. Tomorrow I'm actually going to be weeding out the rosemary. I don't know if that's something anybody would be interested in, but I might try streaming outside to see how it works out. Because the summer was so intense, so the plants kind of got neglected a little bit. However, it's getting nice, and before the coldest parts of winter, it's immaculate weather, and but you can't really like plan along with it because one day it'll be freezing, and the next day it's back to like summer temperatures for a few months, and then it just like forgets to be hot for a while, and then it gets really cold. But hoping to get a bunch done until then. It's all a matter of getting the stuff in the ground. Once it gets in the ground, you're good, and then it's all about maintenance. If you got the tools, it could be pretty easy. I have really bad hiccups. I only got over them like 2 minutes before I walked in here. These I can't really figure out. Because how are they all gonna fit? Oh, because if one is snapped into place, the other doesn't want to go down. Oh, I am afraid of breaking it. Huh. Oh, no way. Yeah, I hit 1K like 4 or 5 nights ago, but I already knew that it was gonna go back down. So it went from 1K to 995. Really stoked because I'll be able to live stream from my phone. Well, now we actually have a solution, so you're able to live stream through Kynto, and which is a total godsend. I cannot wait until like people discover it, honestly, because it's really, really nifty. Oh, it worked. Feels like it's gonna break, but it worked. I have to pop these plants onto this one. Oh, it's staying. No. But it's not letting everything fit at the same time. Link. Why would it go back down? I'm thinking because I've been recently paying attention to like a lot of YouTubers and like what they say as far as maneuvering the platform, and it seems like there are things that you could do to trigger like kind of like sweeps. Like for instance, for the longest time when I was posting a video, one or two subscribers would disappear, and I looked it up, and a lot of people experience that, and I think it's because it's just so many numbers being worked through the algorithm, and I don't know, I notice it all the time. That's why like the last few weeks I've been afraid to post any shorts because I wanted to get to 1K so bad, but every time it knocks a few off. And couldn't really find a solid answer other than like, you know, the algorithm. That's usually the reason I get for a lot of things when I try to figure out like why is YouTube the way YouTube is with a certain thing? It's like the algorithm. There's actually sects of like witchcraft, if you will, that refer to themselves as tech witches and worship the algorithm. Modern times. But yeah, no. So thank you for subscribing. And as I don't know, this is a goal I didn't really know I had, but I'm really, really it's like planting a tree. They say the best time to plant a tree is 5 years ago or yesterday. Same thing with channels. I firmly believe that humans, I almost gave myself away, no, I'm just kidding, that people in general are a lot more interested than they give themselves credit for. I don't really even hear people talking about like the Kardashians anymore. My TV I lost the remote and it got stuck on like whatever played Wendy Williams and the Kardashians for over a week. Whoa. Because that's stuff I just never really like paid attention to. But Jesus. I remember thinking it's not what I thought it was gonna be. Like, not at all what I thought it was. Like, the Scott dude, one of them had this husband named Scott, and the episode that, like, God, they played it like 3 freaking times in one day. They're at the Versace mansion in Miami. Dope spot. Like, the, Astro, what is that called? Gosh, I'm too broke. I was just kidding. What is that called? An observatory. I love when things are star spangled, or if you will. A lot of the like painted blue with the stars like overlaid on top. Like what Newt, the Egyptian goddess Newt, like her body is covered in stars. I love that aesthetic. And but I continued watching because I was like, oh shoot, the Versace mansion. It's really
Balody
intense
trees
bit of
joined
Florida
island
history.
vibes.
And long story short, he ended up like pissed drunk on the side of the balcony screaming Versace, Versace, Versace. And I was just like, that's what this is? And like, I think he pissed himself at some point. Like, I was in shock, honestly. I had no idea. Ooh, what is that? It's a little black thing. And it goes over the doorway and the lentil. I think that's the name. There's a supporting beam over windows and doorways, I'm guessing, called a lentil. I always thought that was sheep. Yeah. Not sure what that's going to signify yet, but it's pretty cool. My friend made a coliseum with those metal puddles. Those metal puzzles. Oh, there's something. And I brought it in. There's something. I brought it in because I was like, I'm not going to forget to mention this time. Oh, one thing. I made a video. Oh. I just knocked it all over. Shoot. I made a video making these keychains out of balloon weights. It didn't work out. I repeat, it did not work out. It's lifting hardcore. And I think the only reason why it's still in there is I did use washi tape. So I'm not sure if I'm going to try to repair it or pull the thing out to see what went wrong with that. Usually the resin adheres to pretty much anything. And it didn't with that. What was... I brought it in and I thought I put it in this vicinity. I don't know if coffee makes me concentrate better or worse. I'm starting to really pay attention. I've always had the worst concentration, but starting to figure out, like, I'm starting to mentally plan to go back on the pretty much all beef diet. That seems to be the best. The clearest, and you're not hungry throughout the day, and the energy is surreal. What is happening? Oh yeah, great thing. I can't wait. I found this. It's a perfect Lego tool. It's just a thumbtack, but it's so ergonomic. I got a lot stuck. It's all burnt. I don't know how it got burnt, but it's burnt. Not too long ago, I learned a valuable lesson in candle making. I make incense and candles sometimes, just for personal use. This is one. Incense, I just been adding some random stuff. It's got rose petals, homegrown lemongrass, rosemary, pig hair, lavender. Oh, so much. But there's not a drop of essential oil in here or anything, and it's so fragrant. And from here, I just mix it with some sawdust, and then it's self-burning incense. You don't need anything. Usually you'd use like a hookah kind of charcoal, but when you run out of them, you're out of them. And when I make the buttons out of wood slices, it makes a ton of sawdust, so I'm able to... But you could ask any carpenter or anything for sawdust and mix it just with some rosemary, and you got yourself some really good incense. Because pine also like smells like Christmas, so especially if you could find some pine shavings. I just realized something. Well, there's another door handle, so it must go on another door. It's getting hot. So I'm looking. Oh, never mind. This whole time I'm looking for a solid piece, but it's an assembler. Oh, it's getting really... It's so cold outside. For Floridian, it's cold outside. I'm looking for wool. Any good clothing brands actually. People that use wool still, like cotton still, not all these mixtures, because sometimes the plastic mixture clothes are fine, but it's getting really hard to find like quality. As far as women's clothes, like 90s Calvin Klein like stuff seems to hold up pretty good, and 90s Levi's. But it's not very easy finding like specific genes like that. And God, it's consuming my thoughts though. You think it's such an easy thing to pop online and to, get some clothes. It's turning into like an actual desperado. Where's I seen it? Finally using the vent. Oh, it's getting hot in here. So buy some cotton clothes. Baked. Unfortunately, the fan I usually used was this copper fan, and it's designed to not like make your papers fly off your desk. We had a really bad lightning storm, and for some reason I thought it was plugged into the power strip. It was, and it was plugged into the wall, and it fried. But it was such a good fan, and I haven't been able to find one like it ever since. It was made to look old-timey. Thought I still had it. It's made to look old-timey, but not this. It's still Florida after all. Oh, yeah. Huh. Uh-uh. It's okay. Oh no. It shows these two pieces as perfectly level, but it's not. Hmm. Maybe one moment. I think I put the wrong thing on it. Um, oh. Oh. Yeah? No. Hmm. Oh no. All beef diet, yeah. I have a half sister who's been vegan for over 30 years, and I actually have tried to do a vegan diet before. It just doesn't. I zero energy. I just absolutely fry out, and I try to eat as simple as possible, and use a pressure cooker pretty much every night, and you just put a few carrots, piece of beef, and a little broth in it. You have super nutrition
Guy
dense
with
food
trees joined
that
Island
lasts you
Vibes.
all week. It's I don't understand. Oop, there's flour. Where did it go? um, I'm not tripping. I just saw or felt the flour fall out. Okay. I wish I had more Legos, because I would just bust out some extra pieces. Because this is not making sense. Maybe there's supposed to be two pedestals under the door. Hmm. Oh. Ha. That's all it was. Missed literally the front step. I guess it's not too hot. Let's see. Ooh, I have a big. My grandpa was a photographer and a military photographer, so I have a ton of his pictures, and I've been meaning to scan them all. So I figured it would be a cool stream to go through them live. Um, it's a lot from Okinawa, and I also have a bunch of pictures from the National Enquirer building, and somehow they all ended up from the National Enquirer. I looked for Bruce Lee. I looked for Bruce Lee for hours, and I couldn't find a single picture because it was a warehouse. Like the whole ceiling was completely rusted through, and just like water and rain and everything was getting on these pictures, original pictures. I don't know what like was happening with them, but there's a big pile that was going in the garbage, and I sifted through them as much. I found some Princess Diana and Weird Al and somebody else, but I couldn't find any Bruce Lee. Well, at least she eats seafood. At least she eats seafood. Seafood is very healthy, and sushi is like God's candy. That is true ambrosia. It's just it's too much of a perfect meal. But you know, I find most of the like vegetarians that have known it comes from like a good place, but as soon as I don't know, as soon as you gotta like run a mile or something or do something physical, like a lot of physical exertion, but seafood, you could survive on seafood. But yeah, it's for some reason uh you can't really buy seafood in Florida. In this part of Florida, it's all shipped out. So it's really hard to find good seafood in where I am. And that's kind of why I've been planning a fishing trip to try to get people involved in that. But all I can say is at least she's not vegan. Whoa. I have been to a few vegan potlucks in my day, which is all fine and dandy. I love vegetables. But dang, they don't really. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say. But how are you gonna be like 35 and look like Abraham Lincoln? Like, I would be eating gelatin powder. I would be snorting gelatin. But it's I grew up in a little like artsy town in Florida, which it's the most perfect little town. I always highly recommend it to people who visit Florida. But yeah, there's a lot of vegans. And like I said, my sister's vegan. But and yeah, I couldn't do it at all because I think laziness comes to play, but they are like scientists with their food. It's intense. Oh, I was gonna shut off. I was thinking of there's a YouTube channel called Sauce Dash, and dude's straight up a chemist. making making strawberries into bacon and stuff like that. It's just wild. but some of it looks good. I do love a vegetable, but that's not bad. That is not bad. I'm trying to make more of an effort to eat in the morning because I have a bad habit of not eating until way late, and then I wonder why I can't sleep and I have all this energy at nighttime, but no energy through the day. I do have a bad habit of not eating, but that that's that's what the human body needs. Like, as soon as you get up, water, eggs, milk, that's as good as you can get. And like, I never understood why schools don't put more of an effort into teaching us how to take care of our bodies. And when I went to high school, it was the same year that they took out home economics, which taught you how to cook and sew and all kinds of stuff. Like the school had this old diner set up for kids to like serve each other and take orders. It was so badass, but it was abandoned after that. It was a cool place to chill. It was like a snapshot from the 80s because nothing changed in the whole school. But I don't know why they did that, and that's why so many people, you know, either rely on a microwave for 90% of their meals, which is, whatever, but it's different if that's all you can do as opposed to like you know how to cook and like you're just, doing something easy. But a lot of people, especially a lot of people I know personally, can't cook or can't like eat healthy, I guess. I don't know how to say it without sounding rude or something, because oh, the amount of like breakfast, lunch, and dinners I see that's McDonald's is intense. And it's like, yeah, why don't you make a steak or something like that? And the answer is always, oh, screw that. No, it's nice. Get yourself like a little butane. The set is called a turkey fryer, but it comes with the perfect butane thing. And cooking outside is like such a gem. Food is so important. Yeah. We're both night owls. Trying to split the sleep schedule around, but it's just not working. And like I got up so late today. It was like two or something. Granted, I was up until like 5, but that's what I'm trying to change. Because when I'm wide awake, the entire planet is asleep, and especially after the everything closed, like Walmart's aren't 24/7 anymore. Goodwill closes at 6, so everything closes way earlier. Ooh, lemon. Oh yeah. My bad. I thought I heard a pig, but he was passed out in the closet. Uh, I just refilled my cup of coffee, but I forgot to put it. I started off drinking black coffee my whole life, and then I quit drinking coffee, and then I had one of Snappo's cups, and it tasted like candy, and then I got back into drinking coffee again. Haven't been really going out the last few years, just trying to learn uh, new crafts and stuff like that. Um, it's amazing what adopting a pig will do to your social life, but trying to plan some stuff, but trying to get pig sitters is not easy business. Um, he's such a tank that. Oh, there's gonna be another door. There's a doorways, I think. Right here. And I fixed. Okay. Oh, okay. Mm. This reminds me of Neapolitan. These three colors together. What did I do? Just wipe. Right on. That just reminded me as soon as um uh, my cousin. She's actually on YouTube too. Her name is Radix Verum. Shout out. Um, we grew up eating ramen with you put a half a can of tomato soup. We called it lazy spaghetti, and I had some not too long ago for shites, and it was chef's kiss. I think of the like super nutrient rich stuff recently. So it's a little bit of an investment, but an instant pot has completely changed like everything really. Because before put like a baking dish. See, I always forget stuff is in the oven. I just do, and things burn. And last time, a huge Pyrex thing exploded, and so the Instant Pot is really good if you're forgetful. Also, and it's impossible to burn stuff in it. But you can take like an $8 huge roast beef and turn it into the best roast beef or beef, any piece of beef. It turns into the best roast beef every single time without fail. And I don't know if I could live without one of those anymore. Before it was my rice cooker. That was because you can make anything, and it's like rice to fill your stomach, and then the other stuff as like nutrition. And I can't stop thinking about the instant cooker. Like in Florida, it's really easy to get oxtail, and quite affordably. And throwing some of that in with just plain old beef, all that gelatin and all that, what is that? Marrow, I guess it's called. It makes such a velvety, and if you looked in the pot before it went on, it looks like the laziest meal. It's just a few carrots, a potato for starch, just to thicken the broth a little bit, and a hunk of meat. That's it. And putting that in the Instant Pot, it breaks down, and oh, it's so good. It's incredible. When I was a kid, I was like, yeah, everybody made sure to get beer and other things. And I was always the weirdo with a bag of vegetables and an oil drum to make a fire. I made sure everybody ate, but it's not the best thing to do using ooh, this is gonna be a fun step. Using foil like I did for years. But you could get here in Florida there's Spanish produce markets everywhere, and they have the best produce, cheapest, and like the Publix produce here is kind of just all like wax, almost like fake produce, honestly. But you could get some really, really, really good things for dirt cheap. I mean, throw that just in the thing of foil on a fire, and within like 30 minutes you have just I don't know. You have salt, but it's tasty because I put a bunch of salt in it. That's all you needed. When I was a kid, I was quite into camping and prepping, and so I always had. Nothing has changed I'm so excited. I can't even talk right now. I drank too much coffee. I apologize. There. Oh, I thought it was a spider. I miss Trader Joe's though. It didn't connect like, but Trader Joe's was but first. The markets here are just very bland. Trader Joe's was the one thing that had like interesting food beyond like Food Town. We have a chain here called Food Town. I don't know if it's worldwide or nationwide, but they have an aisle for African cuisine. They have an aisle for Indian cuisine, Japanese, Chinese. It's incredible. And I said it was better than Epcot because you have every single thing you could possibly need in one place. Doing tempura. Oh, I want to do it on a live stream. My friend travels like the entire state looking for interesting vegetables. So that'd be called tempura. Tempura is really easy to make. It's just like to make the breading you use what's that called? Soda water. Sparkling water, tonic water, soda water. Soda water. And it makes it a really good batter. So this is gonna go like this. Oh yeah. Those are some steps if I've ever. Oh. 1, 2. Oh. Okay. This is coming out quite nice. I'm dying to finish this. There you go. So I'm staring about a detail inside with I'm guessing this vent. Very cool. Oh, another shell. And what's another? Chicken thighs. Chicken thighs, a can of creamy mushroom soup, and then like 2 cans of green beans baked all together. Because green bean casserole, it is not just for Thanksgiving. And Will actually concocted that. And that's one of the greatest meals possible. Oh, it's a mixture of the heat. I think I might stream outside tomorrow. Been wanting to see if that will work out nicely, because I have one little garden that I was working on pretty extensively, and most everything is still alive in it, but this, I think it's called African Violet, completely decimated it. And in that little area alone, I have the Lang Lang tree, olive tree, mulberry, San Pedro, rosemary, butterfly pea, a few other like grounds things, but it's completely decimated, and it's really easy to pull this stuff. So I figured it might even be valuable to stream. It's very easy to grow, get a little garden growing. Why am I so confused by this imagery? It's okay. Oh, that's what these are. It's for like little planks of wood. These are the things I'm trying to pay attention to, because that's what will give me little tips for pixel art. Just a tiny little ridge inside could signify wood. And I've noticed that too by using like constantly trying to make bricks, putting white on the top and like a darker color on the bottom. It gives it so much texture. And this is stuff I was trying to learn, teaching myself how to draw. Um, However, for some reason, a blank piece of paper is one of the most difficult things to overcome in a way. Like making that first mark. I really enjoy drawing, but I have never had drawing lessons or anything like that, so I never know what I'm doing. I just kind of go with whatever's happening on the paper. But as that first, like, touching the paper, it's, whoa. Now what is that? Oh, I've never even seen this. I didn't notice it this entire time. A little pot. A little brown thing to just signify soil. It's so brilliant. And all this is translatable to pixel art. And pretty soon, oh yeah, no, no, oh, not the best at these ones. I was supposed to start the stream like an hour ago, but I kid you not, I had hiccups for an entire hour. It was, oh, you know what? Okay, I'll put the stem inside of it, and then use that as more of an anchor. Yeah! Strategize. And I think I just stick the flowers on there. Easily my favorite part. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, cool. Little thing of water. Um, that's what those are. Looks like a little like condiment bottle. Oh, a potting station, I'm guessing. My friends, a lot of it was one of my first shops that my jewelry was in. I find a lot of hagstones or Odin stones, depending on how you know them, and I was able to get a bunch of stuff in a shop in Oregon. The shop is closing down though, and they had a potting section. And it just reminded me of that. And it was called. Oops, forgot what it's called. I'm sorry, Jason. Him and his wife made him. Okay. Because they're having a huge sale right now. Boomia? I'm sorry. I forgot. Boomia, I think. Oh. Oh, mysteries unveiled. Slowly working through this guy. Come join the party in the USA. Well, and that's where this specific module is. I see this makes sense when I get to this. I'm screwing up my night schedule so bad. I think tonight I'm going to try to go to sleep around 2 instead of 5. The news, I avoid it all day, and then I end up scrolling all night. So I'm not really sure what's happening in the world right now. But yikes. And then I saw Twitter is gonna be charging $1 for new users if they want to post. I don't know if that was just a meme or oh look at that. Whoa. Or what? I can't believe that. I don't know if it's just like what is that? Okay. This is a plant. Yeah. Oops. I always get thrown off. Like, some of these are like vaguely smaller than the other. Yeah. One, two. Oh, that television. I'll pull up the picture. Don't get upset. It's not a major disaster. One more. I think I will finish these. I'm already planning the next set though. I only planned on making one little Lego set and using it, but there's quite a few that are just out of control cool. One has I believe London in a suitcase, and I thought that was nifty. It looked like one build. Um, I'm still looking for those early 2000s robot alien build sets. I wish I had more information. And I've looked up like every configuration of words I could think of, and I still have not found anything. Huh. Oh, just had a heart attack, but that's proper. Okay, one, two, nope, nope. Well, you know what? I do urge people to check out Radix's channel because her documentary is coming out anytime, and yeah. What is happening? One, two, three. Oh, oh, what? Oh, so pay close attention to where the arrows are. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that is what they want to do. There's little arrows. Let me just tell you when to turn what piece. So, I think that's proper. Oh, lining up so far. One. Interesting. Interesting. It never like makes sense to me fully until the last bit and then it comes together. And that's kind of exactly how pixel art. Yeah! It's got a ton of details, so I'm just gonna keep this on my desk. I have yet to make pixel art buildings, so I'm gonna use this as kind of like a model. And yeah, it's got a ton of detail. It's $10 on Amazon. A lot of the Lego sets are quite pricey. Like they have some Frank Lloyd Wright buildings that go up to like $800 for the set, but this was $10 on Amazon. I should put the link in the description. I always forget about that. But they have a ton of. I haven't looked up Lego sets since. I don't think ever actually. Uh, Mind blown. I'm really into modular right now, and just painfully inspiring. Because my goal is to kind of make a city like, is it? I'm gonna just go Chongqing, Chongqing, Chongqing. Oh, it's really hot and it's making me delirious. Chong think CHEONGORQING. It's in China. It's from the future. It's this one like your 24's like you're on ground floor, but you look down and you're really actually 25 floors up, and it's such a topsy-turvy kind of layout because it's on the side of a mountain, and really inspiring for like trying to think of cool buildings to try to make, at least get started. I have a bad habit of not starting things that I feel like are gonna take a long time. I don't know why. I think it's like fear. But I'll tell you what kind of threw it off because I was starting to make bigger pieces and some more original characters. Ochi was born, I think, like a month ago now. But Will gave me his screen to use. It was so liberating. Curved screen. I felt like I was free from the constraints of my laptop screen. But excuse me, I didn't take into account that it was stretching the image a little bit, which I don't know why. I was like, why do these pixels look rectangular? And I just kept working. Sleep deprivation is bad stuff. I kept working, and I had this beautiful original character, round-faced, and then I slid her down from the screen to the laptop, and she was looking heroin chic, because, yeah, it's distorted quite a bit. So, I was just about to start, like, trying to make buildings because all that extra room. So I'm gonna switch screens. I was just sad because the curved screen with, like, games, that's really nice. I never knew of such pleasures before. Oh, we're getting there. And then I have all these bags to open, but I think these are the frills, like all the other plants, which is crazy because this is already like stuffed full of plants, but there's bags and bags more, which is wild. Um, one. Oh no, goes this way. One square. Okay. Oh, sweet. I like when that happens. I just noticed these, and now it's finally the step. Mm, I must look so crazy right now. I, sweating balls in here. Doesn't help that the dress is made out of plastic. All clothes, female clothes especially, is made out of plastic. This is plastic. I am sweating my balls off because it's plastic. It drives me nuts. And I tried to look like, and I've never been. I can't find anything made out of anything decent anymore. And then when I do, I like scroll down and it's like 248 for a sweater because it's. So I like kind of rural thrift stores because you'll find a lot of really sturdy, good quality materials like wool and stuff like that. Rural thrift stores always. Um. Oh, that's confusing. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Oh, little hookies. Oh. I think that's that. No idea how to work it. Oh, don't know. Think I did it? Whoops. Whoops. Is it? Oh, okay. My bad. The screen time's out, so that's the thing I forgot to do. I did take the password off so I could access it quicker, but I forgot to put the time. No. Oh, no, I did do that. Screen timeout. I don't know. For some reason, it's just the screen is turning off, and yeah. And sometimes I fail to look to make sure it's still on. And we've come a long way. Some of the first streams. I'm gonna unprivate the first streams because there's one or two that I have privated just because the whole time I'm I streamed for like an hour and a half once, and the whole time audio wasn't picking up. I was really excited to stream. You can see it in my face. Yikes! But you just work through that stuff, and then eventually it'll be smooth sailing. Because we're streaming actually through Kynto. Like y'all are on Kynto. I don't know how I would show it. Maybe a mirror. I don't have a mirror. I don't think I have a mirror in here. But yeah, you are in Kynto, and like y'all are like floating around a spooky house right now, and yeah, I think that is one of the coolest things that like has happened this year in our personal lives. But terrain. So terrain before you build using tiles, laying down tiles, but now like in a Minecraft you use siege numbers to generate your terrain. I haven't personally played Minecraft before, but from my understanding that's one of the functions to so like uh, use like seeds numbers, but it generates like random terrain or like a specific terrain. I'm a little fuzzy on the verbiage, but pretty soon you'll be able to do terrain in Kento, and rather than having just tiles, you can have valleys, canyons, all kinds of stuff. And I'll be working on more tiles and blocks within the next few days. I really want to do ice blocks and maybe like lava rocks, so I could have like a volcanic eruption and be like, "Bitch, you just got Pompeii." Sorry, that was not very sensitive, um, but yeah, just fun stuff like that. I'm missing. No, I'm not. Okay. When I saw a human body, like an anatomy um body Lego cut, and I was like, oh, that looks cool.
Guy with trees
That's
joined Island
perfect.
Vibes.
Gooey with trees. Oh, y'all are by a TARDIS, a disco TARDIS. Okay, that's it. What? Oh, okay. into these. One of these. Okay. Another doorway. Very cool. And I've looked at the box plenty of times, and this thing has been chock full of surprises. Okay. Yes. Oh, that's clean. I did just get some mold maker. Oh, I got it like I think 2 weeks ago, but I haven't used it yet. I'm trying to get some figurines to press and to make molds. That way I could get more niche molds. Resin art, one thing is you'll start to notice molds. A lot of people use the same molds, which is very cool. It's very cool to see. As a mold, you can use it for food, ice, resin, clay. And it's really cool to see what other people do with like the same molds. Do have a bunch of ankh molds and serpents and daggers. I've been wanting to get. I don't think UV resin. I made one with UV resin, but I got some really nice sized daggers, and I have. Don't have like a sander or anything, but I think I could get it. Pretty cool. I have all these metal bits from my friend who makes like silencers, clip extenders, all kinds of stuff, and machinery like stuff. BDS Fabrications, shout out. I'm gonna be doing more local business videos because I am very Florida. I love the state and a lot of the people in it. We have a bad rap, but you know. I'm clever. No. Yes. This will go in the center. And that bridges the gap on that. So clever. So that opening, to make it seamless, have it on that. I like that a lot. Oops. Yeah. It's clean. No doorway. Now we got these. We're almost done with the part one. I wonder, excuse me. I don't talk a lot, and when I'm on streams, I talk stream amount. I'm pretty dang quiet of a person. Real life? This is real life. Yeah. Like, I can imagine some of my friends, like, or some of my friends seeing this and they're like, what the fuck, she talks? I'm just kidding, but I'm pretty quiet. Like, that's why. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Up goes the doorway. Oh, almost there. Let's see. Un, deux, trois. Trois Azawa out. I wish people put I'm saying I was trying to come up with a way to say I wish like we all could speak every language and just interchange through them all. That'd be such a treat. I often try to learn little bits of languages. I never make it very far because like if you don't practice, even if you're like a native speaker, my friend is from Paris and Um, she said her conversational French is no longer like, good. But yeah. What's it? It's Tandem is a great app if anybody ever wanted to learn languages or at least discuss language learning. They now have a section you don't have to pay for it, and their chat rooms, audio chat rooms, and no video or anything like that. But I have had lots of really cool conversations in those. And like there's karaoke rooms. There's a lot going on. Oh, that's clever. It's for the lights. The other one is used for a sink. I guess it is a little different. Really clever. Oh, that little light just was really nice. And that's what the black's little part was for, is to hold the light. Very nice. There's the door. But now the door can't open. Hmm. Well, that is a design flaw if I've ever seen one. Now the door can't open. Maybe if I just had that. It's kind of like a candelabra now. Could probably put it on this side if this piece doesn't need anything. I really like it though. Oh, cool, cool, cool. This is going to be the sign that says Flower Boutique. Very nice. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no. These two pieces are supposed to be on this side. I don't even. I broke the door. Oh no. Ah! Is this? Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I do this so cleverly. Trying so not hard not to get lost. But wait a minute. Hmm. If I put it on that side, it's not gonna be able. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say. Oops. Okay. Darn it. I promised myself I wouldn't get lost. So I got no. Ooh. Alright. This goes here. Oops. Okay. Now what is it? Here. Oh no. Oh. I think I hear the news on. It sounds really intense. Mm. Uh-oh. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. Okay. And this goes up. Oh. Yeah, fixed. Good. There she blows. That wasn't so bad. Now, what is all this stuff? This here. Let's make that look a lot better. Oops, sorry. Oh, that's it. The news has gotten dark. It's gotten really dark. I've never seen anything like it. I was on Telegram for a while during the beginning of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and I thought that was dark, but I've never seen. I've never seen so many dead babies. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm saying about it. It's some of the most. All of it's gonna stick with us, I feel, for a long time. But it's just a nightmare. Ow. Oh, and that's it? That can't be it. We got. Uh, yeah, my friend went to one of the protests, and I was like, please don't go. Like, dang. Because his friend was just attacked at one in Fort Lauderdale, which is South Florida. It's just crazy. I mean, during the Russia-Ukraine conflict, so, like, I saw the spike of, like, Russian hate, which, like, why hate the people if, like, it's the government, like, you're sore with or whatever. And I was labeled a Russian shill because I told people to beware of xenophobia. Like, it's just crazy. People are on edge. It's intense. And, ooh, hey, it's number 2. Hmm. There's a few pieces left. I'm not sure. What is this? What could that possibly be? Hmm. Oh, there's gonna be a bike. No way. Cool. Huh. It's very strange. I really don't understand. Hmm. I don't even see it. Yeah, maybe it's a key? Oh, it's gonna be so cool though. They've crammed so many details in this. Maybe it's going to be like a key that you use to push the door open. I see something. No. Oh, look at the bat. Mm. Oh, that's really pleasing to the eye. All the organized pieces. I will definitely be using that for resin art. God, that completely, like, on the bottom of a tray would be really cool. Not sure what that could be, or any of these extra things. Kind of worry. Okay. So what these are for, I'm gonna use, just put these random bits aside. So this set is, really? That's it? 630 pieces. It seems like so much more than that. Because, like, each individual brick, I thought I was going to be able to build this whole thing in one, like, an hour. Now we're on to part 2. That's it. Ended up being quite a decent system. Ah! There's the people. Ew. What? Ew. It's really gross. I don't know what that could be. Nothing's melted. I have some paper towels and hand sanitizer. If you ever try painting, I don't know how I didn't know this before. Ew. Stuff isn't even budging. Hand sanitizer gets paint and just about anything off of paintbrushes really well. I went my whole life not knowing that. And because I didn't throw away any of my dried up paintbrushes, so I was able to try it, and it worked on stuff that I used like years and years ago. It worked even on spray paint. Well, that was gross. What happened to you? At first, first glance, I thought it was like it was supposed to look dirty, like he was planting some plant, but it most certainly wasn't on purpose. Ew. Sorry for the stink face, but that is gross. There you go. Less, looking a little less vile. Oh, what in God's green ocean? What's happening? Oh, my mom. You little stinker. Ew. Britches. Big booty hose.
Guy with
I
trees
come from the
joined Island
land of
vibes.
Miami Bass. Big booty hose. The amount that is stuck in my head. Should be studied. Big booty hose. Who's that? They're like the main Miami Bass. I think 90s, mid 90s. Wow. called a Lego person before. Let's see. Oh, okay. Finished emptying it out. Hey. It's a little, just like that, with a few snaps, you got yourself a living, breathing human being. Oh, there's 2 employees. This must be a bustling shop. Ooh. So there's 3 people, that's very nice. I haven't seen the cat yet. I think it's getting really hot in here. What? That's what I thought. I thought it only showed 2 people. But it's like, I guess if this employee gets worn out, give you an extra leg and an extra torso. I'm gonna put that in this extra bag. So don't lose anything. This is my creation station, if you will. So if one thing drops, you'll never see it again. What could this be? What could this possibly be? Is it mechanized? I mean, it's got like tactile like stuff on it, so it's definitely something for your fingers to do. I don't know what that could possibly be. And it's not in the, doesn't show it. They could stand on it. Not 2 little people. Very nice. Hell in. Whew. That's fun. That's not bad. I thought it was much later. Try to. Every time I say it, I'm gonna go to sleep at a normal time. I don't. And last night, I finally got down at like 4 something and didn't lose consciousness until around 5, which I just whew, not getting much done during the day. I'm really curious to what those pieces are. I don't doubt other sets get mixed up with this. Very interesting. Pixel art Legos, hell yes. No, that's number 1. Next stream, will probably be a pixel art stream because I really want to practice with that, sharing screen and everything. And Probably will be tomorrow, honestly. Tomorrow's Thursday, so probably tomorrow. Thursday is my favorite day for some reason. Um, Good bands too, if like early 2000s screamo is your thing. Great full claps and War All the Time. Excellent album. Let me get some. Woo. Oh yeah. Oh god, that coffee was a little bitter. All right, so I think gonna head off and try to get on play some COD before it gets too late. Rest in peace to Inquisitor. I don't know much about him other than scrolling shorts. I'd see um a young lad dressed as Ghost from Call of Duty playing guitar, like just something like super uplifting. Um, yeah, but uh, and saw while scrolling that he is no longer in this realm. So I just wanted to say, rest in paradise, young one, because that's really sad. Gotta be nice to people. Never know, because it's one of the darkest things I think that happened on YouTube for the last however long I remember. Um, it's like YouTube is like a little community. It's like I think he was mostly on TikTok, but I see like edits just from following like Call of Duty stuff. Yeah, it was quite sad, but yeah. Uh, Happy trails. And tomorrow I'll be back on via my computer to do pixel art, and um, hopefully I'm probably just gonna finish this tomorrow while I do that because I'm stoked to start buildings, and I have a few ideas like I want to do kind of like a 50s milkshake spot, but have the building itself um either be like a banana split or something, and more storefronts and stuff like that. And working slowly on some more characters. I'm working on an NPC pixel art city, and it's based off a comic that I wrote when I was in middle to high school called Negative Nancy, the Positive Prostitute. She hates her life, but she loves her job. And it takes place in a little made-up town, made-up South Florida town based on Singer Island. And we got such lovable characters like Axl Rose, who's a female trucker, and yeah, got a few characters that already exist within the lore, but I have been making more. I kind of want to make it like an animation that you can interact with, but it's really just to witness. It's like an NPC city all the way, and I don't really know anything comparable to just a little idea I'm just running with. I have nothing to really compare it to, but yeah, hopefully get back working on that. I keep spreading myself too thin in between all these like um, relatively small projects, but they pile up and then I get all scrambled. But yeah, oh, this did not work. I don't know why. I want to pull it out so bad, but I think I might try to save it. Can't believe the resin didn't fuse into place. It's wild. I think what I did is the UV light was too close to it, so it cured and it wanted to curl up. Because it was fine for like 4 days, and then all of a sudden I noticed it was, yeah. I hope y'all have a really good night. If anybody does play Call of Duty at all, I think my Activision ID is in the description of my channel. I don't have to put that up. Because I'm trying to get a little team assembled. I'm not very good, by any means. At all. My streams are usually called Practice Makes Progress, and I've seen very little progress. However, I have fun. I like it a lot. It's good for reaction. I really like Origins, and I'm gonna start streaming that just because it's so rich in detail. And but I didn't want to play through it too quick, and I was playing through it really quick. It's such a beautiful game, and yeah, but really good, and yeah. Oh, anyway, starting to get a little team together. I know it's cheesy, but my mind is Swiss. It's like a podcast, but since it's on COD, it's a CODcast. It was pretty dope. Yeah, but I don't know many people that play other than Snappo and Walter. I don't know anybody who plays. So yeah. Um, other than that, I think oh yeah, okay. Oh no shit. Very nice. I used to play a lot of DOS games when I was a kid, and there's a few I'm really trying to find. That would be such a treat to revisit. I wish I got uh in on COD like a long time ago. I was never able to do the camera, and well, PC's different. I don't think I've ever really played a PC game. Yeah, like DOS games, but like a long time ago, like ancient territories, and like God, I forget the names of them. They're the trippiest games too. There's one that like kind of reminds you of Lost, point and click games, and like PS4 or PS3. I don't know what I'm using right now. Not the most technologically savvy. This is like a whole new territory. But uh, I could never do the camera and moving at the same time. And like all the modern games are like that. And I would start playing Origins really just to walk around. I wasn't even thinking about playing through it until I got really into it. And then I was like, wait a minute, I could try Battlefield and Call of Duty again because I could kind of work the camera at the same time. And from there, I've just been really enjoying myself. But I think Modern Warfare 3 is out or is coming out, and people are saying it's more like the older Call of Duty, so it might be a time to check it back out. And because it's cross console, and uh, I don't really know what Steam is, but I know people play on Steam. I think Steam is online, like for PCs. I'm not too familiar with um I'm on a PS3, I think. PS3 or PS4. I'm not sure. But like before this, the last game I played, besides DOS games, oh, and Rainbow Six. The Tom Clancy games were amazing back in the day, and probably still are. It's Tomb Raider on PlayStation 1. That was the last thing I played before playing with the PS4, I think. And yeah, it was definitely a learning curve, but it, it's such a good brain activity or brain exercise. What's Arma? Arma 3. Oh, very nice. Very cool. So it's like more like combat-y. Yeah, I see a lot of people not really enjoying the skin situation on Call of Duty because you got Nicki Minaj in like a chrome pink bodysuit running around going, you know I'm your ride or die, like every 2 seconds. Yeah, like Snoop Dogg's on it. Laura Croft is on it though. That is pretty sweet. Um, Madame Xanadu would be sweet. She like throws tarot cards or something. I don't know, but I couldn't believe I saw Laura Croft because saw in comment sections somebody saying it would be really cool for Tomb Raider to be in it, and I said yes. And like 2 days later, I see Laura Croft in it, which is cool. And Yeah, but it's getting a little. I've never played Fortnite, but I see people equating it to like Fortnite. It's more like Superman laser eyed me down the other day and caught. like, like I don't know. So I really I'm gonna ask Will because it says it's on Steam. Arma 3. That looks nice. I like the combat-y. I don't know why. I always have like my friend and I. We didn't really play Barbies for America. We played Russian Spy, and we texted each other in Morse code and read a lot of Tom Clancy. Shout out, I read it. Um, Alright. Happy trails, y'all. I'm going to go. Um, yeah. Um, God, I'm gonna play a few games. I don't do the ranks or anything. I just play the quick games because there's quick games on it. And I'm good. It's good enough for me. I like it. It's just something to like to either expel some energy or wake up a little bit. Sometimes it was the Rainbow Six, Splinter Cell, and then like there's a map in Call of Duty now called Black Gold, and it's the closest thing to like an old Splinter Cell. Because the coolest part about like the old PC Tom Clancy games was the night vision goggles. And like there's like the really old Tom Clancy games, which is kind of difficult to maneuver, because it is a very primitive uh, game. But as soon as they got into like I don't know, I remember having the time of my life playing them and reading the books. I was quite a fan of Tom Clancy. And there was somebody else that was oh, that's gonna drive me nuts. Eh, I highly what's it? Recommend Assassin's Creed Origins, Origins, Origins. It's a really beautiful game. I mean, a lot of like Egyptology documentaries show playthrough of it, and like it wasn't before long that I was like, oh my god, that's a game that you can play, not just something that people made for educational purposes. Because this, I do like the computer graphics of what Egypt would have looked like. I always loved that style, kind of low poly Egyptian, like what you would have seen in like middle school. And but it's just such a beautiful game. It really is. Happy trails. And these are the live streams for the next month. So I will be here quite a lot. Yeah. Coming to you from the swamp. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm gonna do some gardening, so I'm gonna pop online. It's educational, so it's vital. Happy trails. I got a bunch of cuttings and seeds, and it's that time of year, and I got stamps, and yeah, if anybody wants mulberry, moringa seeds should be anytime. Crinum lily, got two types of mulberry, everbearing dwarf and wikisa. Wikisa doesn't fruit here, but it'll fruit more north. Great container trees too. So you could grow them in containers. And just from cutting. The wikisa is about 30 feet high, and I grew it from a cutting this big from eBay. And pretty much all the plants that I focus on, you could grow just by shoving it in soil, no rooting hormone or anything. So yeah, might as well, grow a little something. A lot of them are great for containers and stuff like that. And yeah, my whole life, every plant I've ever grown is absolutely free. I fed them for free, watered them for free, everything free garden. And I think that's vital to them. And it's just been too hot. So, where's my box? Yeah, happy trails. I, I hate doing this because I have to get really close and poke around. Hello. Oh, I have to, okay. Sorry, you're gonna be blinded. That's because it's got to, okay. So, gosh, try not to look directly. And then, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm so confused right now. Maybe if I just close.
Pixel 2 left the chat.